What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're coming back to Nightwish. Yes, indeed. Nightwish fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from... Okay, well the list isn't too long. I've seen much longer, but still a pretty decent-sized list. This is a request from... Iriah, FloQ, Petra, Paya Lingvist, Spikes Beagle 28, Peter Bell, Little Raven, Rufus Panjaitan, Ian Knowles, The Ashlander, Yako Lucas, Music to See Concert Photography, Jonathan Tobin, Ronald Coringa, Legend 108, Joe Benoit, Ralph Meyer, Timo Arula, Helion, Eddie Kreutzberg, Doc8645, Scott Clark, and Barry Dunham. They all want to see me react to this song by Nightwish called Shudder Before The Beautiful. Now, have I heard the song before? No. To the best of my knowledge, I have not heard the song before. This does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I've heard this before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Nightwish, okay? And the video has 80.6 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. Alright, here we go. Nightwish, Shudder Before the Beautiful. Official live. Wah, wah, wah. Official live. I'm assuming that's short for official live video. Yeah, whenever we have the word official in there. Look, I'm not saying it's going to get blocked for sure. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, whenever you use official material from the artist's website or from the artist's YouTube channel, the odds, the chances of the video getting blocked are slightly higher. So... gotta be careful. All right, I'm going to do my best not to get this blocked, but I can't make any promises. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
The deepest solace lies in understanding. This ancient unseen stream, a shudder before the beautiful.
I like how they reserved on the beginning when they kicked into the song. They didn't bring in the guitar until like halfway through the intro. Very smart, because all of a sudden it got heavier, and I was like, oh, okay, hey now, yeah, that sounded awesome. Loved that. Wow, what a great start. Yeah, I'm curious because I couldn't help but notice Floor coming out from the back like that and coming up to the front. I gotta ask this. I don't know if this is true or not. I get the feeling this is a show opener. I don't know that for certain. I have no clue. But this strikes me as a show opener. I'm getting like Dark Chest of Wonder vibes from this. Like, this could be a show opener. Is it? Is this how they started this show? Because if it is, it makes perfect sense. If not, I don't know where I would have put it. I'll have to think about that, actually. But let's keep going for right now. I'm digging this song. The groove on this, the power on this is fantastic. The drive on this is fantastic. There you go, girl. Get it. Yeah, the headbanging there from Florida. Nice. Nice. Compared to a lot of other Nightwish songs I've heard, this is very simple. Straight ahead, 4/4, no frills. Other than what you hear from the symphonic instruments, from the track. It's the symphonic track. That's really the only frills. Other than that, this is a straight ahead metal tune. I am digging this. This is absolutely in my wheelhouse. Having said that, is it the most impressive thing I heard from Nightwish? No. Not even close. But that's okay. It doesn't have to be impressive for me to enjoy it. Hell, I'm a Kiss fan. I'm a Misfits fan. I'm a Ramones fan. You know, look, none of those songs are ever going to get any Grammys. I'm sorry, they're not. You know, none of those songs are ever going to go up as, oh, these are amazing songs. You know, but I still enjoy them. And a lot of the reason why I enjoy them is because of their simplicity. Motorhead is another band I thoroughly enjoy. Would I ever say that any Motorhead song or Kiss song or Misfits song or Ramones song is a absolute masterpiece, a absolute master class in songwriting? Absolutely not. But they're fun to listen to, aren't they? Absolutely they are. So anyway, let's keep going here. Marco over on stage left now. Love bands like that. Interesting patch. Oh! Trading off. Okay. Nice fill. Whoa. Look at Empu run across the stage. Woo! Great energy from this show. My goodness. Getting a little teared up. I love seeing bands with this kind of dedication and this kind of conviction to putting out the best show they can and the effort they put out. It's just, when you see guys doing that and they know they gotta get to their spot and they're not gonna walk it, they're gonna run because they want to get to their spot on time. That's dedication. It is. It's absolutely dedication. That was great. The solo between Tomas and Empu. Interesting patch that Tomas was using with that synthwave patch. It was almost like a synthwave patch. I don't know a square wave, but it was definitely a synthwave patch. Really interesting. Not a patch I think I've ever heard him use before. That was kind of cool. And it was nice seeing him and Empu trading off. That was very, very cool. Love seeing that. Yeah, this is fun, man. I'm enjoying this both from a visual and from a audio, man. I'm enjoying all aspects of this. And I can appreciate the energy and the effort that every single person on stage is putting into putting on the best show that they possibly can. The dedication that they're showing to putting on the best show possible. I mean, look at Tomas's hair right here. Whoop, straight up in the air, coming off of a headbang. That's great. That's great. They quickly showed a picture. I think it's these fans over here or maybe over here. And they were just singing. They were just belting out the words. Guys, we usually can't hear you when we're up on stage. I don't know about these guys, but I know when we're playing up on stage, we really can't hear you. We got these in our ears. We can't hear anything other than what's being pumped through our ears. So we can't hear you sing, unfortunately, not right off the gun. But if everybody's quiet on the stage and there's nothing happening, yeah, we can hear it. We can hear it sometimes. The mics will pick you guys up and we'll hear it pretty well. So yeah, I love fans like that though, who are that dedicated to singing along. I love fans like that. They're absolutely passionate and they're caught up in the moment. Love that. I suspect my suspicions were correct about this being the show opener, because Floor just welcomed everybody to the show. So I have a feeling this is the first song of the set. Great first song for a set. Fantastic. It's got everything you want in a show opener. So I'll go more into detail about that later. Let's get back to the song for right now.
Hey, very good evening to you, London, Wembley Arena.
Go Empu, yeah. Nice cryo.
The music of this song deep silence between the notes.
Oh.
Deafens me with endless
Ha
this vagrant island earth,
Well done.
shining bright. We are shuddering before the beautiful, before the plentiful. We the voyagers. The music of this song, deep silence between the notes, deafens me with endless love.
Great production. I love the use of the cryojets. That was nice. Nice touch. And they didn't rely on them. It wasn't like they've been going this whole song. They came in very strategically. I love that. I love it when bands use things like cryo and pyro, but they use it strategically. When you use it throughout the entire show, it becomes a little bit like a one-trick pony. And they don't do that. Another band that does that really well is Rammstein. I know they use a lot of pyro. Don't get me wrong, but they use all different types, and it all fits within the context of the song, and they don't use it throughout the entire song. You know, they are very strategic. Well, they use pyro on almost every song in the concert. Almost, but not every song, and they don't use it through the entire song every single time. So, strategically used. Same thing here. I love that breakdown. Loved that breakdown. So strategically placed. Very, very smart. And I love those accents that they brought in with it. And again, great use of production to accent those accents with some squibs. Great job. Great job. I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna gush. I'm just absolutely enjoying the hell out of this. I really am. There's not going to be a whole lot to talk about in the review, in all honesty. There's not a whole lot of technicality to discuss that I haven't already done. So this review is going to be pretty short for a Nightwish review. But I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I really am. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. Great harmony. Nice. That is how you start a show. Very, very nicely done. I wish more bands would get this. I really do. I wish there were more bands out there that understand what it takes to construct a show. I'll talk about more on that. Maybe that's what I'll go off on. Maybe my review won't be as short as I thought. Maybe I'll have to go off on a rant on this. But I'll see you in the review. We'll talk about everything, I promise. Well, there you go, folks. That was Nightwish with Shudder Before The Beautiful. This was a request from Iriah, FloQ, Petra, Paya Lingvist, Spike Spiegel 28, Peter Bell, Little Raven, Rufus Panjaitan, Ian Knowles, The Ashlander, Yako Lucas, Music to See Concert Photography, Jonathan Tobin, Ronald Coringa, Legend 108, Joe Benoit, Ralph Meyer, Timo Arula, Helion, Eddie Kreutzberg, Doc 8645, Scott Clark, and Barry Dunham. Okay. Let me get my score, and then we're going to get right to it. There really isn't a whole lot to talk about, but I might go on a rant on something. If I do go on a rant, I'm going to do my best to keep it short, but I can make absolutely no promises. Look, when I take off on a rant, it's going to go, okay? It's going to go wherever it takes me, and I'm just going to flow with the river. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give that a 9.1. 9.1. You heard me. I didn't stutter. That is the score I feel this song deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
What a great song. Holy cow. And I'm not talking about great from a technical standpoint, okay? Look, if we're being honest here, is this the most technical song that I've ever heard Nightwish do? No. Is this the best written Nightwish song I've ever heard them do? No. Is this the most impressive song that I've ever heard Nightwish do? No. It's not. If we're being honest here, folks, it really isn't, okay? But, what a great song nonetheless. Listen, you don't need a whole bunch of key changes and a whole bunch of time signature changes to impress me, okay? You can impress me with a simple drop D chord that absolutely kicks you right in the rib cage and cracks your sternum right down the middle. That would impress me just as well. As long as it's done in an appropriate place, which this song absolutely had plenty of. Great energy, great flow, great vibe, great direction, great feels from this song. I believe my suspicions are correct. I'm like 90% sure at this point that this was the show opener. Very appropriate. Great show opener. If I'm being honest here, I do not remember the score that I gave Dark Chest of Wonder. But I said a lot of the same thing about Dark Chest of Wonder that I'm going to say now, so I'm going to try my best to keep it short. But if I'm not mistaken, I think I scored Dark Chest of Wonder maybe 0.1 or 0.2 higher than a 9.1. I think I gave Dark Chest of Wonder like a 9.2 or a 9.3. And I absolutely stand by that. I personally do like Dark Chest of Wonder a little better than this. But, I did enjoy this. Absolutely, I enjoyed this. Great show opener. It had everything you want to start off a show. I'm going to get to that more in a second. Let's talk about the individuals here. I'm going to start in a weird spot. I'm going to start with Empu. I had so much fun watching him. He was all over the stage, man. He was. And he wasn't just casually walking or strolling. There were a couple points where I saw him run because he wanted to get back to his spot to be able to rock out with the crowd as best he could. That's dedication. It really is. A lot of musicians wouldn't do that. You know, they'll be like, oh, I'll get there eventually. Not Empu. Nope. He wanted to make his mark. He wanted to get to his mark on time to hit his spot and get it right. That is awesome. Kudos to him for taking the extra effort to run while playing. Not easy to do, but good on him for doing it. Thoroughly enjoyed watching Marco moving around the stage too. Not running like Empu did, but still moving around the stage nonetheless. Interacting with members of the band various times. Enjoyed watching that as well. Tomas was back there headbanging up a storm. Loved that. I loved watching the solo between him and Empu trading off. That was fun to see. It was fun to listen to as well. Kai back there on the drums. Doing a great job. Great fills. Everything tight. I know he's not the biggest showman. I understand that. He's far more focused on playing correctly and playing smoothly and playing cleanly. I understand that, okay? I do. If I had my choice of having a showman who plays sloppy or having a drummer who can play super clean and is not the best showman in the world, I'll take the latter. Thank you very much. As a bass player, I will gladly take the latter. Now, if you're lucky enough to find a drummer who can do both, grab them. Grab them because they are rare. Floor's vocals on this were outstanding. Outstanding. The best vocals I've ever heard from her, not by a long shot. I've heard her do so many more impressive things on other songs. But what she did on this was solid. It was exactly what the song called for. Nothing over the top, nothing too crazy, because if she had done some of the stuff that I heard her do in other songs, it would not have fit. It would not have fit at all. It would have been like putting a ballerina tutu on a buffalo. It would not work, okay? So I had no problem with her doing what she did. It sounded great. She did a fantastic job. What blew me away about this song more than anything, and I know this is going to sound weird, but hear me out. Okay, I'm going to try not to go on a full-blown rant here. I'm going to try to make my point as quickly as I can, as calmly as I can. What impressed me about this song most of all was the fact that it was placed properly. This song feels like a show opener. I wasn't sure if it was until I saw Floor come out and welcome the crowd. At that point, I was like, okay, this is it. This is the show opener. Now I get it. I absolutely get it. Prior to that, though, I kept telling myself, I hope I'm right, and I hope this is the show opener because this feels like a show opener. There are so many bands out there, I'm not going to name any names, but there are so many bands out there who really honestly do not give two Fs about song order. They don't care. They will literally spin a wheel or they will throw darts at a dartboard and go, what? What did it land on? Okay, we're doing that song first. Next, what? What did it land on? All right, we're doing that song second. You know, that's literally how they put their set list together. It's very upsetting because there is no flow to the concert at all. I have seen bands, I kid you not, I have seen bands start the show, open the show, a rock show, and they start with a ballad. I kid you not. I have seen it. And I remember I went with my bandmates to go check these guys out, and they did that. My bandmates and I, we looked at each other in a cross combination of horror and confusion and disgust. We were like, what the hell is this? And they started with that. And the crowd it wasn't just us. Everybody in the crowd kind of was like, yeah! Yeah! All right! They were very confused. We were appalled. Because we were kind of looking at these guys going, you know, let's see what they can do. You know, we like their album. Let's see what they can do. And oh my God. They started with a ballad. So I love it when bands put a lot of thought and effort into their set list and they try to think of what songs would go well where in the set list. I get the feeling this whole concert was well constructed like that. But what a great show opener. I love it when bands do that. This song really did have everything that you want in a show opener. It had great energy, great drive. From the response from the crowd, I don't know if this is true or not, but it looks like this is a song that is well known. It's not some obscure deep cut. It seems like everybody in the crowd, the minute they started to play it, the crowd went nuts. Now, they could just be going nuts because the band's starting the show, or maybe it's because what I suspect is it's a pretty well-known song. Maybe not the biggest hit, and you don't want to start, listen, you do not want to start your show with your biggest hit. You just don't. You want to save that for like halfway to 2/3 of the way through the show, okay? You never want to start with it because then if you start with the biggest hit, where do you go from there? Nowhere but down. That's the only place you can go. It's one of the reasons why Kiss for so many decades would always end their show with Rock and Roll All Night. The biggest hit they've had, and they always ended with it. Always. Because you don't want to put that in the middle and have people not look, because at that point, people will have heard the song they came to hear and they leave. You don't want that. So, no, they did a great job with selecting this song to be their show opener. I thoroughly enjoyed the song. I will definitely be listening to this song again, man. Absolutely. This song was a rocker without question. Fun to listen to, impressive to listen to from an energy feel standpoint, and that is why it's getting the 9.1. I really hope I did not give it the same score as Dark Chest of Wonder. I do not remember the score I gave Dark Chest of Wonder. I'm hoping, if I remember correctly, I gave it a 9.2 or a 9.3. I do like Dark Chest of Wonder a little more than this song. A little, okay? But I thoroughly enjoyed this nonetheless. That is where we're at, 9.1, and that is where we're going to stay. So, 9.1, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference to me at all, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.